Hey, what's going on, guys? I just want to make a quick video on how to change the shift boot here on the Evo X. This is going to be a 2015 model. I got everything that you're going to need laid out here. You're going to need one of these plastic trim pieces removers. This is really good for what you're going to need it for. You're going to need a flathead screwdriver. This is optional. All you really need is this to take out everything on the dash, but this will be, I'll explain why you need this later. Or if you don't have one of these, you can use one of these. Just be very careful. I would get it thinner than this because you kind of do have to get these like little, grooves here and then pop these things out. So, and this could damage it. Like you see, someone used this around here, what it seems like, and it got nicked. You're gonna need a zip tie, a small one, like a small skinny one. I'll tell you why in a second. And a Phillips head screwdriver. Like these are just basic ones you can find. Like I found these around the house. They're didn't go even to my toolbox. So first things first, if you have anything here like a charger or something, you're going to want to take that out. Just put that to the side. Next, you're going to want to take off your shift knob. These can get really stuck on there tight. What I had to do, I literally had to sit here, like put one leg here, one leg there, and literally just grab and twist. But since I already put the shift knob in, the shift boot in, as you can see here, bride, I'm not going to be necessary to do that. I just want to make a quick video on doing it again because I didn't show you guys when I actually did it, and I feel like it'd be informational. There's a good video online on how to do this. However, I just wanted to make my own. Alright, so let's see here if I can do this with one hand. Nope. Alright, 1 second, guys. I'll be right back once I get it off. Alright, was stuck on there a little bit. Here it is. I got it off. Put that somewhere safe where it doesn't get scratched. Next thing, if this thing is down still and stuck, or just twist and pull up and it'll come right out. However, since I already took it out, it's loose already. Next, what you're going to want to do is grab your little plastic trim remover or flathead screwdriver, whichever one you have. Kind of get in here. Kind of want to just get in here. There you go. And pull up just like that. To get this piece out, just be very careful working this plastic because it does nick easily. It's not the best materials. Boom. Okay, now you're gonna want to disconnect this here. Boom. Simple enough. You can clean this. Sometimes this button does get stuck. Like, see, mine's pretty stuck on there. You can literally take it out and then clean it. So that's what I'm gonna do with this. Okay, now that you have that disconnected, next step is just open this, and then you're just gonna literally like pull on this, right? And it's gonna be, just give it a good tug and it'll come out. You'll be surprised when it comes out. You can also pull from back here. As you can see, it disconnects from here and here. No need to mess with anything here, or the handbrake can stay up. So let's see if I can just dislodge this here. Boom, just like that. See, kind of a good tug. Now, be careful when taking this out since this is pretty fat here. You don't want to scratch your leather. So what I do, well, it comes out kind of easily while installing it. Alright, so when I install it, I'm just going to pull like on this tab and this tab here with both my hands so it doesn't scratch it on the way down here. So as you can see, that's easy to take out. It's 2015 model again. Now, I know the earlier models had like some fillet head screwdrivers in here. Some fillet head screws in here. You can take those out. Then next, very simple. You're just gonna pull up on this, like so. Take this out and disconnect the cigarette lighter. Right here. And you just literally, let me show you guys. Right here, and you're just gonna want to pull. That's literally it. And boom, it is out. Now you have 4 Phillips head screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Surrounding the shift boot. Now the stock shift boot, or if you have an aftermarket shift boot, you're not going to need to do this step, but the stock shift boot has staples. You see that? And that's why I grabbed a Phillips head screwdriver to take those staples out along with the shift boot. But this one won't be necessary. So we're just going to take these out really quick. Be careful not to lose them. So once you have those 4 Phillips head screws removed, all you want to do is push this out like so, and it comes right out. separate piece from this, right? And the way this goes is this little like head here is always going to face this way towards the back, as you can see. So this is the new shift boot that I got. It's a bright one to match the floor mats that I have. You see, same colorway. Now, this is where you're going to need some scissors or like a pair of wire cutters. What you're going to want to do with the stock shift boot or any other shift boot, if it's installed correctly, you're going to want to flip this inside out. Let me do that now. Okay, so as I was saying, you're going to want to flip this inside out. Let me see if I can show you guys. Put you on the... Yeah, okay. So just flip this inside out. You see you're going to have a zip tie, so what you're going to want... This is where you need your scissors. I should have included that in the beginning. But just any kind of scissors and work, just cut this off. Be careful not to cut this rubber there. You don't want that to get cut. And zip tie off. Boom. And now, easy to come off. Just flip it back again. And pull it out just like that. Alright, so now we're going to want to put our new shift boot on this thing. And how I did it was, and this piece of fabric is going to be folded, so it's like a clean flush look. Kind of like that, with all that hidden. That's what you need the zip tie for. So what I did is I kind of just like worked it in at an angle here, like this. You see, I kind of folds naturally around it, and then I flipped it over, and then I kind of just pushed it and kept working it. Until it finally, there you go, boom. See that? That's how you're gonna want to, remember, this is flipped upside down. The rubber side is facing upwards right now, and this is when you want to grab your zip tie. All right, so like I said, you're gonna want like a small skinny one. If it's skinnier than this, better. Wrap it around. I like to kind of keep this like little butt of the head of the zip tie close to the stitching here, because it kind of will stick out a bit. Just make sure you got the fabric all wrapped around here. Easy enough, slide it through. Begin to tighten. Like I said, I just like to be as close to the stitching as I can be, to the stitch line here. Just make sure it's real tight. Okay. Then you take your scissors and just cut the excess off. I like to get really close to the I like to cut it off really good, like really close to that little head there, like so. Then what you're gonna want to do is just flip it out. So you get that nice like flush, clean look. And like I said, it will stick out a little bit. That's why I like to keep it along the stitching, like the seam line. This kind of, yeah. If you don't like the way it's looking, or you don't like something, you take it out, just do it all over again. It is a shift boot though, so it is gonna like wrinkle naturally. What I like to do is fit the shift boot over this little plastic piece that it goes attached to, and kind of just stick it in here already. Kind of just work it down like so. Make sure all the sides are covered with fabric. Make sure no fabric is like sticking out. Like, see this side here, fabric is not all the way in. However, I think that's good enough. I don't think it'll be coming out by shift or anything like that. So you can see there's still some fabric covering there, so just make sure all fabric is covered. And now all you want to do is make sure these align, everything is lined up. Put the Phillips screws in here, Phillips head screws in here. Flip it over, and then you have your final product. Now just revert the steps Alright, this is gonna go in first here. Make sure you plug in your cigarette lighter. Easy enough, like so. Make sure you hear that click. It's very just like all plastic trim pieces, so make sure the wires aren't in the way. It goes down in there. Put that down. It does have some guides down in there that you're gonna want to check. Make sure those go in. Those guides right here. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera. Hold on, let me. So see these guides. You want to guide those in. It has their corresponding holes over there. Make sure that's in. Make sure those guides are in. Once everything kind of lines up, you'll see, and just kind of push it down. There it is. So now we just need to install our shifter. Little shift knob install. These take several turns until it's like really locked into place. There we go. Just get it as straight as you can. That looks pretty straight to me. There we go. So yeah, guys, that's going to be the final product of your shift boot install. I love the look of it. I like the way it looks. It looks pretty freaking good. Next, last but not least, is going to be this plastic piece here. Make sure your center console is open. Go this way. This is where you got to be careful with this leather. That's when I'm gonna have to open it, or it kind of just slides in there. I didn't even have to do all that. Drag it out the way. Push that down. Reinsert. Here. Clip. Push that down. There you go, guys. That is literally everything that you have to do. Not too difficult, you know. Reinstall that. Make sure you have power that you connected. If not, you're gonna have to take everything off again. So I kind of like to make sure just kind of, there you go, lights up, so there's power getting there. So yeah, guys, that's your shift boot install on the Evo X. It's 2015. All models are gonna be very similar, unless you have that like little. Some people have like these little like storage cubbies there. I don't know how that works, but for a model that looks like this or anything similar to this, without that, that's all you're gonna have to do. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.